So basically, this is like the whole discovery about the Covenant. Like, we know the Covenant. Like, do we know the Covenant exists before?
Oh, we have 100% know the Covenant exists. But that was... This is 20 years after Halo Wars.
Yeah.
So we all know the Covenant exists. The whole point is like...
At the beginning of this game, they're all like, oh my god, it's the Covenant. As if like the Covenant haven't been a thing for like the past 20 years.
No, it's, oh shit, the Covenant are on Reach. Why are the Covenant on Reach?
Why the Covenant anywhere?
It's because like the whole point of like, so they... in Halo Wars, it was explained that what was developed was this thing called the Cole Protocol, which was if a UNSC flagship was to be boarded by the Covenant, immediately all navigational logs were to be destroyed, and any referencing to Earth and any of the other colonies that humanity has set up was to be erased.
Oh, okay, yeah, so we don't let them know where we live.
Yeah, so whenever the Covenant turned up, they would always, like, you know, turn up to outposts or military installations, you know, where you're expecting them. So their entire point is like Reach is a civilian agricultural world. So everyone's like reaction and response is, holy shit, why is the Covenant here? Yeah, why are they here? How did they get here? What the fuck is going on? Why are there so many of them?
And that makes sense as like, oh fuck, the Covenant's here.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is your screen a little bit
jittery?
Jittery.
I think that's just the stream. Because I'm getting
as
nothing.
long as it's not the recording.
Yeah, I'm looking at the recording right now. It's nothing here.
But yeah, like the fact
Fucking
that
grenades.
the Covenant are on a planet, on like a civilian planet, means something fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the fall of Reach means a lot more than just a planet falling.
Yeah, Reach was the first planet humanity colonized, so it's kind of their crown jewel.
Just shit crown jewel, to be honest.
Yeah, and what makes it even worse is Dr. Halsey is here. On Reach.
On Reach.
Yeah.
What the fuck's she doing on Reach? Was she always stationed here?
Yeah, she was always stationed on Reach.
I thought she was on Earth.
No, she's wherever she needs to be, and where she needs to be is on Reach, and because her being on Reach will be revealed in like later on in the future. Like it's revealed that Halsey is on Reach in literally the next mission. So I'm cool just fucking screaming that one out.
Doesn't George treat her like a mother figure?
Yeah, because I'm not too sure what George's relationship with Halsey was, but I think he was one of like the last Spartan 2s.
I think he was abandoned as a child. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Good old George. That's why he's so wholesome. He was abandoned as a child.
He's Halsey?
This is George.
Halsey.
Oh, Halsey is the mother of, like, technically the mother of all. She's the one who created the Spartan program.
Yeah.
So all the Spartans are responsible for her, and Spartans come in 3 flavors: Spartan 2s, Spartan 3s, and Spartan 4s. Spartan 2s are the ones that Halsey directly oversaw.
Just a failed prototype?
Yeah, Spartan 1s were like the prototype, like drawing phase sort of deal.
Spartan 2s, Spartan Zeros.
Spartan 2s were the actual Spartans. Can you guys
like Master Chief is Spartan 2?
Yeah, Master Chief is Spartan 2.
And so the amazing thing about the Spartan 2 program, and to be honest, it's kind of clever. So the fucking Dr. Halsey kidnapped a whole bunch of like high potential kids from their parents. Had clones made of them that would die in like a few years and replace the stolen kids with the clones. So the kids would die and the parents would think it's something, oh no, my kid died, yada, 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 and just not question it any further.
Right,
Yeah.
so before they'd lived long enough to get old enough to actually go, wait a minute, there's some personality ticks.
Yeah. So they basically stole the kids, replaced them with clones who were literally set to die in like a couple
5 or 6
of years.
Yeah.
And then indoctrinate like all the stolen kids into like this rigorous military training program and then genetically modify them.
Yeah. So those were the Spartan 2s, and Spartan 2s by far and away were the best Spartans ever created. Because like Halsey oversaw that program in its entirety. Like 100.
She created perfection.
Yeah, she created perfection. The next one to come up were the Spartan 3s, which is what we're playing as right now. Spartan 3s are the worst ones of the bunch.
Aren't they just trained and that's it?
No, they're trained and they're given as many augments as they can, but they're mainly volunteers from actual other branches of the military. So like, take Carter for example. I think he was an ODST. who then opted into the Spartan program himself.
Yeah, but aren't the Spartan Spartan 4s, they're the ones in Halo 5, yeah?
Yeah, Halo 4 and Halo 5 are the Spartan 4s. Spartan 3s are only in Reach. They're the worst ones of the bunch because, they don't have any of the, finite stuff. The Spartan 3s were literally, we need more Spartans and we need them now.
Yeah.
So we're just going to speed run the Spartan program. So
and nothing about a volunteer makes it.
It kind of makes them
good.
Worse than the regular ones because they weren't handpicked, but they had way more of them. They kind of just augmented them to make up for the.
It's basically
failings.
We became the beggars who couldn't be choosers anymore.
Yeah,
it's like we run out of the good, the potentials during the war. Like the
we ran
Halo
out of good
Wars
options,
1.
So we just started taking all the okay ones.
It would start taking anyone.
Yeah.
We need you to audition for Spartan 3. And then we have this group. And to be fair, we are the best Spartan of the 3s.
Yes.
But that's because we're player controlled.
Yeah, it's really because player controlled.
How the other... you will see what happens to these Spartans. Man, they are... What happens just makes them look like absolute shitters. I think.
Alright, so... just to recap. So Spartan 2s were the most effective. Spartan 3s kind of did a short version of the Spartan 2s with volunteers that were less effective, and they used augments to try and kind of patch the gaps that were worse. And what were 4s? Just shit?
4s are like a mixture of both. They were like young, military graduates at a young age who were taken and go oh, hey, you have potential, but you're not exactly a child. We can sort of indoctrinate.
Work around.
Yeah, we can sort of work around it. We can indoctrinate you in, so it's not as morally dubious as what fucking Halsey did.
Right, so it's less effective than 2s because they started later, but it's more effective than 3 because they still started early and had longer time.
Yeah. They were
so
late
the best.
late game
3's a
potential.
Workaround, and 4 is just a middle ground.
Yeah, Spartan 3s also have junk arm. Spartan 2s have the best armor, where it works as a second skin. Spartan 3s literally have just whatever scrap they could find and piece together.
Yeah, as you can see.
That's why all the Spartan 3s, all their armor looks different. Even with George, he customized his armor heavily to the point where Halsey's what have you done with my armor?
Yeah, but so Spartan 2s are young kids with high potential. Spartan 3s are volunteers with no potential, and Spartan 4s are adults with okay potential. What, did you hear a little bit of rock guitar coming through?
Yes.
There it is.
It's definitely there.
It just feels so out of place. For a game that's highly orchestral. Boom, the fucking... What's that screaming? Is that the chick? That's still the chick here? Oh, there we go. But yeah, so yeah, Spartan 2s had the highest potential. Spartan 3s had no potential. Spartan 3s had no potential, and Spartan 4s had some potential, but they didn't catch on as well as...
I fucked up. I keep on thinking F is interact, not E. F is grenade.
As I said, bind middle mouse to grenade. You won't regret it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'll do that after this mission.
Fuck all of that. They didn't expect that shit.
He's got a fucking concussion rifle.
I think the concussion rifle is one of the worst, the worst new guns. It's literally just a gun to push you around. It doesn't actually really do that much damage. It just makes you have to fucking knock an enemy around for a little bit, and then until they die. And it's
sounds like a pain in the ass to deal with, though.
Oh, it is, especially when they start shooting parts of the environment and not you, so you end up with forklifts being thrown at you instead.
Yeah, which you can drive.
Yeah.
But what was it? Yeah, with the skull, so before you start the games, you can add skulls to the campaign to change elements, either make it more difficult or make it more fun or something like that. There's a skull that basically increases the blast radius of all explosions by 2 times, and then makes everything like as light as a feather. So like you'll blow a box and it will just fly into the fucking sky and just never come down again.
Oh, okay.
And it includes vehicles as well. So if they throw a grenade at your vehicle just disappears out of the atmosphere. Oh,
yep. Swords are a one shot, so you know I've got to do that.
Oh, he dead now.
You dead now?
That's a none shot.
Well, no, he took 2 shots.
No, he got none shot.
Absolutely decimated with 12 gauge.
How long?
Question of my life.
Yeah, how long has your life got?
Back online 2 weeks earliest. This is plasma damage. All major uplink components are fried.
2 minutes is too long.
Which is why I'm splicing into the main overland bundle to get you a direct line to Colonel Holland.
Look at all this fucking fake jargon.
Commander.
Find out what she knows.
I like a little bit of sass.
Where is it? And it's always the engineer. They're like, yes, you are my commander, and I know what I'm doing here. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the guy who plays Magnum PI.
Your accent sounds familiar.
Tangari.
This made up mumbo jumbo.
They're actually speaking Hungarian.
Oh, now I can see it. If only that came up when they first started speaking, and I won't look like such an ass.
She needs a full psychiatric workup.
She's not the only one.
Lock it down, both of you.
Oh,
The body stays here. Thank you, sir.
we're meant to be working as a team. Oh, look at him, he gives us the cold shoulder.
Signal. It's patchy, but it's there.
I'll take it.
Let's not touch anything. You wouldn't want to ground.
Everyone's got cuts around their eyes. What the fuck? I just noticed that.
They're just
Everyone's cut
terribly
around the
fit
eye.
goggles.
What's your situation?
Man, if only we didn't attach razor blades to these goggles. Blood makes you see better.
Acknowledge. Come again, no.
It works for vampires.
Covenant. Affirmative. It's the winter contingency.
And that's the winter contingency is the one you were speaking about before.
No, that's the fuck, I forgot what it's Cold Protocol. Yeah, the winter contingency is fuck the Covenant.
That just sounds like a fuck the Covenant contingency.
Yeah, it's like call it whatever you want. It's why are they here? What are they doing?
The cold one
Help.
is, hey, we need to keep them away from this. The winter one is, so the cold one didn't work.
The cold is here.
Yeah, the cold one didn't work. Wasn't the cold one didn't work because like the Covenant really never finds where humanity comes from. They don't know that Earth is the birthplace of humanity. They never really
So
figured that out.
this was just luck?
This was entirely just luck. They came to
be
reach.
fair, it's kind of surprising it hadn't happened earlier. Like, there's
They came to Reach because there are Forerunner artifacts on Reach.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, they want those artifacts.
Remember what Halsey does? She
Yeah.
investigates Forerunner shit. So if she's here, the Covenant were also going to show up
so
eventually.
It's kind of a case of, God damn it, Halsey, why are you here and in danger again? Because I work on what they want. Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Why are you wherever they are? Because I touched their shit. I poked their shit, son. Oh, sword base, that's right. Oh wait, that's right. We need to get on those jets.
Yes. Well, not yet. We're not up to the jets yet.
Yeah, but that's what the sword base is for. Pretty sure that's what the sword base is for. The jet thing, yeah.
No, that's later. But yes, we do come back to sword base.
She
the jets.
basically just say, I've been unable to calculate how many enemies they are. We just don't know. We don't have enough people.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is meant to be a civilian thing. This is not the
this
military
is an
outpost.
agricultural and science world.
Yeah,
not,
so they don't have scanny and all this proper equipment to cover the whole.
Or like the military technology and stuff to deal with this stuff. So it's like, hey, look, how many soldiers do we have? We don't have fucking much.
Yeah,
okay.
like, even to the point that this is not a UNSC base, this is an ONI base. Like, to explain, there's like, our UNSC is the actual, like, United Nations Space Corps, which is the, the main military. They're the Marines that you see. ONI are the people who, like, are the paper pushers. Like, they are the paper pushers. This is an ONI base.
What's wrong, Halsey? Only got you pushing too many pencils.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys haven't seen Predator, have you? We have to watch that film.
We have to watch that.
That is legitimately a movie I want to watch as well.
Yeah,
I also want to watch Alien.
I love that film so much.
Like, I've watched Aliens, the second one.
The second one.
But I haven't watched Alien. And from what I've heard, they're basically two different genres.
Yeah, the first one's certainly more horror, and the second one's more action-y horror. But still, like, horror elements in it. But yeah, the first one is definitely more focused around horror.
Yeah, the first one's a horror.
And it's really good.
Really, the second one's a zombie survival. Like, it's not zombies, but it's the same concept as a zombie movie, just using aliens instead.
Yeah, but like the first one has an interesting thing, or you got fucked. The first Alien film has an interesting concept in which they had a different way of the aliens reproducing instead of the chest bursters. In which basically the aliens would capture you and then melt you into a cocoon, to which then you will come out like a xenomorph thing.
My teammate almost killed me there.
Yeah, but
so instead of them having face huggers to plant eggs in you and burst through your chest, they literally just melted you into a cocoon and you were born a xenomorph.
Gonna need that.
And then they changed that to face huggers?
They straight up changed that. For some reason, I can't remember why.
So did they change that between 1 and 2, or...?
Yes.
Because there was a facehugger in number 1, right? Like...
facehuggers, yeah, that's the eggs that they had. That they found in the first one. But the way they were meant to...
Did you just get... Was that an artillery strike, or did you just not see a grenade?
That was the...
That was... Okay, so these things are called Wraiths. We've seen them in Halo Wars. They're the Covenant's main vehicle.
It was an artillery strike.
Yeah, it's sort of an artillery tank that pulls double duty. So while it does that, you kind of lose track of where this fucking thing's going, so you can't really get out of the way in time.
It's a set at the cook and you're off the hook sort of thing. You fire in the area and then hopefully they're still there.
Hopefully
is the set to cook there when you fired it.
Yeah.
But the Wraiths are kind of the Covenant's equivalent of the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except they're not as fucking fantastic OP broken.
They're not as efficient as the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta sort of like lead your shots, plant your shots, and then the Scorpion's like, that area is fucked and it's fucked today.
So why are you
I'm gonna see if I can actually...
No.
I want to try and get it to charge me. But it's not gonna do that.
No, you need to get close.
Yeah, let's get... Oh, damn it.
What's that?